Learn Business Gujarati. Network Effect 2.
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
Welcome to the Bazaar of Big Ideas. Hey, you are about to learn serious business vocabulary without sounding serious all the time. Think of this as economics wearing comfortable sandals. Welcome to today's English to Gujarati learning adventure. We are visiting a very strange marketplace where startup founders drink too much chai, economists argue with whiteboards, and even the tomatoes understand strategy. Along the way, you will learn these Gujarati terms.
નેટવર્ક અસર.
For network effect.
પ્રમાણની અર્થવ્યવસ્થા.
For economies of scale.
શીખવાની વક્રરેખા.
For learning curve.
સીમાંત ખર્ચ.
For marginal cost.
બજાર શક્તિ.
For market power.
કિંમત નક્કી કરવાની લવચિકતા.
For pricing flexibility.
સ્પર્ધાત્મક ગતિશીલતા.
For competitive dynamics and.
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
For market entry barrier. Yes, the words are big. But your brain is bigger. Meet the startup that sold nothing at first. Let's start with a tiny app that had 2 users, 3 bugs, and the confidence of a motivational squirrel. Our hero launches an app called Mango Chat. On day 1, only 2 people join, the founder and the founder's cousin who thought it was a mango delivery service. But then more people join, and suddenly the app becomes more useful. That is called
નેટવર્ક અસર.
or network effect. Say it with me.
નેટવર્ક અસર.
The more users join, the more valuable the platform becomes. Classic network effect. Or as the app founder says, at last, my loneliness has become a business model. Mini memory hook. 1 friend joins, then 10 friends join, then 1,000 cousins join. That growing value is
નેટવર્ક અસર.
more users, more value. The factory gets too good at existing. Now we leave the app world and enter a factory where machines are so efficient they probably judge your life choices. A small factory makes 10 cups and each one is expensive. A giant factory makes 10,000 cups and each one costs less. That is economies of scale or
પ્રમાણની અર્થવ્યવસ્થા.
repeat it.
પ્રમાણની અર્થવ્યવસ્થા.
When production increases, the cost per unit can fall. Funny image. A tiny bakery buys 1 spoon of flour and cries. A giant bakery buys a mountain of flour and smiles like a spreadsheet. That smiling mountain is
પ્રમાણની અર્થવ્યવસ્થા.
when your brain says no, but progress says yes. This section is for every person who has ever opened new software and immediately considered a career in potato farming. At first, learning something new feels hard. That difficulty at the beginning is part of the learning curve in Gujarati.
શીખવાની વક્રરેખા.
Say it slowly.
શીખવાની વક્રરેખા.
It means the path of learning, from confusion to confidence. Imagine a curve in a textbook saying, relax, I am.
શીખવાની વક્રરેખા.
Not a roller coaster. Every new skill has one more unit, one more headache. Now let's meet the accountant, the only person at the party who asks how much 1 extra samosa costs to produce. The cost of producing 1 extra unit is called marginal cost. In Gujarati, that is
સીમાંત ખર્ચ.
repeat.
સીમાંત ખર્ચ.
Not total cost, just the cost of 1 more unit. Picture a manager making 1 extra product and shouting, "What did this extra one cost me?" The calculator adjusts its glasses and replies,
સીમાંત ખર્ચ.
very dramatic, very economic. The seller with the fancy crown. Next, we enter a bazaar where one seller acts like the emperor of onions. When a company can influence prices because it is very strong in the market, that is market power. In Gujarati,
બજાર શક્તિ.
say it.
બજાર શક્તિ. બજાર
Means market and
શક્તિ.
means power. Funny picture. A tomato seller wears a crown and says, my
બજાર શક્તિ.
is so strong even the carrots respect me. That is probably illegal, but it is memorable. The yoga price tag. This one is long, useful, and sounds like a price tag that has been stretching in a gym for 6 months. Pricing flexibility means a company can adjust its prices when needed. In Gujarati, this is
કિંમત નક્કી કરવાની લવચીકતા.
again.
કિંમત નક્કી કરવાની લવચીકતા.
Good branding or strong demand can give a company more pricing flexibility. Memory image. A price tag doing yoga splits because it has
કિંમત નક્કી કરવાની લવચીકતા.
flexible price, flexible tag, flexible brain. When rivals start dancing, business competition is not always a fight. Sometimes it is a weird dance where everyone copies everyone and nobody admits it. Competitive dynamics means the way rivals react to each other over time. In Gujarati, that is
સ્પર્ધાત્મક ગતિશીલતા.
repeat it.
સ્પર્ધાત્મક ગતિશીલતા.
Prices change, products change, strategies change. That movement is competitive dynamics. Imagine two shopkeepers lowering tomato prices every 5 minutes because each one is watching the other. That lively back and forth is
સ્પર્ધાત્મક ગતિશીલતા.
the giant gate nobody likes. Finally, we arrive at a market gate guarded by paperwork, cost, rules, and one extremely unfriendly clipboard. A market entry barrier is something that makes it hard for new firms to enter a market. In Gujarati, this is
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
say it with me.
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
Government rules, patents, high costs, or strong incumbents can all create a market entry barrier. Picture a tiny startup carrying big dreams and a tiny briefcase, only to crash into a giant wall labeled
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
Economics can be rude. Quick bizarre dialogue. Now let's hear the words in a short scene. Listen for the Gujarati terms and enjoy the business chaos. Founder. Our app is growing fast because of
નેટવર્ક અસર.
investor. Good. I like growth that brings more growth. Factory owner. Our costs are falling because of
પ્રમાણની અર્થવ્યવસ્થા.
intern. So the giant factory is not just showing off? Factory owner. Oh, it is also showing off. New employee. This software is so hard. Manager. Relax, it is just the
શીખવાની વક્રરેખા.
accountant. Before we expand, check the
સીમાંત ખર્ચ.
CEO. You always know how to make a meeting exciting. Shopkeeper. We can raise prices because we have
બજાર શક્તિ.
and some.
કિંમત નક્કી કરવાની લવચીકતા.
Customer. I suddenly miss competition. Analyst. Watch the
સ્પર્ધાત્મક ગતિશીલતા.
founder. Why? Analyst. Because rivals also own calculators. Startup founder. Why can't we enter this market? Lawyer. Because of
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
founder. Ah, the giant clipboard strikes again. Mini quiz time. You are up. No stress. If you forget a word, just blame the invisible economist in the room. What is the Gujarati term for network effect?
નેટવર્ક અસર.
What is the Gujarati term for economies of scale?
પ્રમાણની અર્થવ્યવસ્થા.
What is the Gujarati term for learning curve?
શીખવાની વક્રરેખા.
What is the Gujarati term for marginal cost?
સીમાંત ખર્ચ.
What is the Gujarati term for market power?
બજાર શક્તિ.
What is the Gujarati term for pricing flexibility?
કિંમત નક્કી કરવાની લવચીકતા.
What is the Gujarati term for competitive dynamics?
સ્પર્ધાત્મક ગતિશીલતા.
What is the Gujarati term for market entry barrier?
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
Your memory challenge. Let's tie the words together so they stop floating around separately like confused balloons. Here is the story. A startup begins with
નેટવર્ક અસર.
grows big enough for
પ્રમાણની અર્થવ્યવસ્થા.
survives the
શીખવાની વક્રરેખા.
watches its
સીમાંત ખર્ચ.
gains some
બજાર શક્તિ.
enjoys
કિંમત નક્કી કરવાની લવચિકતા.
studies,
સ્પર્ધાત્મક ગતિશીલતા.
and finally becomes so established that new rivals face a
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
If you can follow that chain, you are not just learning vocabulary. You are basically running an imaginary empire. Thanks and keep practicing. Nice work. You just learned a set of advanced Gujarati business terms without falling asleep, which is already excellent market performance. Thank you for listening. Keep practicing these words out loud.
નેટવર્ક અસર. પ્રમાણની અર્થવ્યવસ્થા. શીખવાની વક્રરેખા. સીમાંત ખર્ચ. બજાર શક્તિ. કિંમત નક્કી કરવાની લવચિકતા. સ્પર્ધાત્મક ગતિશીલતા.
And
બજારમાં પ્રવેશ અવરોધ.
come back, repeat them again, and use them in your own sentences. Your Gujarati is growing, and yes, even your vocabulary has a lovely little
શીખવાની વક્રરેખા.